Fast forward, any come out our channel so AGH politics are podcast also trying to make headlines na jemre na EDB exum our ni demia braxiums and EDD Kenya. So subscribe to the channel. His notification bell so share na afia front so insert into me ke ni di mam onia yanko a highway sinem ijadem a enya asem kwato akra na onia parliament ena medo evra ene edue. Majority leader etimi as silence Afenyo markings afa His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Oba Tra Kunyaso and I say of 5 million equal so on my penino. Osha MPP for late recruitment omoye Oma government agencies no Esaki ibinum ekofi se omo enko na omo enyi inhwemu asem ekodan court na sanse musi hu na majority leader Etimi hit hard on Afenyo markings abra already concern say he is no ewo court assistance now omo drag omo feet ewo ho a eno say parliament ehwe na at the end of the day no omo ema enkra no ekoye edwuma because ebinum go yere ewo ma omo etifia omo enyahwe enye no we na majority leader enso kire say asema ewo court dey esi dey ne be kana hase isi den na asema ewo court no ye be kana hase nsem bebre na papa no ehwe gu ho a otimi e silence Afenyo markings or parliament yemu wram ne ehwe ne yeko ene de eba meda se wajemre ewo
without any evidence. Yes, some people who were dismissed raised issues, but the law is there. If you feel you were unfairly dismissed, you can go to court. I know somebody in this chamber who was touting the NDC members, saying that he will see if NDC will be able to use protocol to recruit their party members into the agencies. Yes. And boasting about how they had done that. They had used protocol and they had populated all the agencies with their party boys. And they were waiting to see how the NDC is going to do that. This was public. It wasn't private. This was public.
The videos are all over.
The videos are all over. This is how some of those people got into the agencies. They did not get there on merit. Procedures were not complied with. There was no fairness. This is what happened. And I recall that I was a member of the transition committee. And at the transition committee meeting, we raised the issue.
Majority leader, Speaker, please, I've heard you. We would rather take your first point. And for this second one, you are just speaking in favor of what I said. That is something that we need to look into and then guide future governments. But you raised a first preliminary issue that it was based on the rules of the House, that the first deputy speaker made his place his decision on and gave the directive. First deputy speaker, may you confirm this before I can come to minority leader? Yes.
Right Honorable Speaker, it is very true that I base my decision on the fact that the matter was pending in court. Right Honorable Speaker, one of us, in the person of Vincent Ekwa Asafwa, took the matter to the Supreme Court, and at the time that the application was made, his case was pending before the Supreme Court. So to constitute a committee to investigate whilst the matter is pending squarely before the Supreme Court will offend our rules. So, Right Honorable Speaker, on the basis of that, I ruled and given the appropriate directives.
Honorable Eko Asafwa, or the minority leader, is the case still in court?
Mr. Speaker, with respect, let me, please. Mr. Speaker, with respect, this is a house of rules. The majority leader, through the submissions he made, is trying to throw dust into our eyes. The ruling of the first deputy speaker was challenged under Order 127 of our rules. We attached the ruling and stated the full facts of the case and filed this before you. Mr. Speaker, what the issue is simply that you admitted the grounds of our appeal. You admitted our motion for review. And in fact, we have actually moved our review application. I moved the review application. Honorable Member for Fuasa Yebi seconded the review application, and Honorable Defiamapo started the debate, had a 25-minute submission at the dispatch box. His boss was not there on his side. So, Mr. Speaker, all we are saying is that let us continue the debate. All this thing that he's saying, there was a ruling, we've moved past that. If a body of first instance makes a determination and a plaintiff in that matter is dissatisfied and appeals it, and a higher authority upholds the grounds of appeal and opens the case up, you don't go back and say that there was a ruling. We've moved past that. We've moved the motion, it's been seconded, and you, the majority, you have submitted strong points in opposing our application. What we, Mr. Speaker, is saying is that let us relist it, because the motion has been pending. We need to continue the debate, then he makes a determination. That's what Mr. Speaker is saying. But where you are taking us back to, Mr. Speaker, is just to confuse everybody. We've moved past that. We've moved past that. Again, Mr. Speaker, our friends on the other side are not coming from a principled angle. The same argument. Mr. Speaker, we relied, the minority relied on the first deputy speaker's ruling in the matter of Justice Albert Tokonu. When the nomination came before this house, our argument was that for the time being, the ruling, which is the precedence in this house, was his ruling, which is if a matter is pending before court, to avoid any injustice, this house must stay its hands. This is what he said. Now, at the time my Lord Bafubwani was nominated, there were pending cases by Justice Tokonu. Two, the issues that can you be tolerant? The issues that my Lord Tokonu was pursuing had to do with her employment, and we felt that, Mr. Speaker, by allowing the vetting, it would have adverse effect on the case before the court, especially so when my Lord Bafubwani was the one to ensure the empaneling. But our friends said no.
Honorable Minority Leader, please let me listen to the first deputy speaker.
Mr. Speaker, is he on a point of order?
I don't know. So let's listen to him.
Mr. Speaker, very well.
Let's listen to him first.
Right, Honorable Speaker. Before delivering my ruling based on the fact that Honorable Eko Asafua has taken the matter before the Supreme Court, I was furnished with a copy of the court process. In the case of Tokonu that he's referring to before the vetting committee, I have no process of the court before me, attesting to the fact that this matter is pending before court. So the two issues are quite different. I made my ruling based on the fact that in raising the objection, the process of the court was finished. And you look at the relief being sought at the Supreme Court, there is no way by which those actions will be pending, those reliefs will be pending before the Supreme Court, yet Parliament will be delving into the matter. So I use the principle of sub judice to make my ruling. And Mr. Speaker, we are speaking in public. We do not uphold grounds of appeal. You uphold appeal or you dismiss the appeal. So there is nothing like upholding grounds of appeal. Mr. Speaker, I base my ruling on the process that was put before me.
Honorable members, please, let's go back and refresh our memories. And when you get the facts right, this house is always there for you. We can come back to discuss this matter. In the meantime, we have to proceed on the business of the day. Because you are raising so many things and now beclouding the initial issue that was raised, and I gave the directive. So let's refresh our memory, because it's been a long time, and I think that some of you are not getting the facts right. The public, they are listening to us, and they are getting more confused. I'm getting confused myself. And so I have to go and read the Hansard, because many of you are not fond of speaking the truth. Well, one of the things I hate in life is to tell lies. I'm being truthful and factual. We can audit the Hansard, and you see that I'm on all fours on this matter. Please, when they want to raise the issue, you say, oh, it's politics. I see politics is about speaking untruths. So please, let's go and refresh our memory on this matter. In the meantime, the business statement as presented is adopted. We have before us some students from some educational institutions visiting us, I believe, for the first time. We have students from the University of Cape Coast. These are students studying international relations, and they are being led by one of their lecturers by name Dr. Solomon Sika Bright. Sika, the issue of time management is key, and we are going to stick to that in this meeting and thereafter. So I will take it that the statement as presented is adopted. Yes, Minority Leader.
Speaker, with respect, I have one issue, but I was signaling the Majority Leader that our colleague, Professor Nyakun, was on his feet. So I wanted him, if you so recognize him.
I recognize you because of the invitation to treat
Very well.
by the Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, he wants to start
So if you want to add another thing, I will not accept that.
Mr. Speaker, no, I'm saying that I was signaling him that my colleague...
So you have nothing to say?
Mr. Speaker, I do. Because
yes, I'll say it.
Oh, before him? Well, Mr. Speaker, that's fine. Thank you. Mr. Speaker, with respect, we have an important matter which has been pending for several months. Mr. Speaker, you may recall that the Chief of Staff, through a letter, directed that state agencies should terminate employment of Ghanaian youths who were employed after the 2024 elections. Mr. Speaker, we the minority became aware with evidence that there were some excesses excesses in the sense that though the letter was specific that those who were recruited after the 2024 elections, Ghanaian youth who had been employed as far back as 2017 were all dismissed from their lawful employ. Mr. Speaker, the minority filed a motion. The motion was admitted by you. The majority leader raised a preliminary objection, which objection was upheld by the first deputy speaker. Mr. Speaker, we subsequently filed a motion for review under the rules of this House, which you admitted. Mr. Speaker, this motion was moved by my good self, seconded by my respected colleague from Shǎmě-Hon-Ayariga, and the chief whip from the majority side, Honorable Eche Defemepo, started the debate for his side. Mr. Speaker, the promise made by the chair was that the following Tuesday, the debate will continue so that you could eventually rule on the matter. Mr. Speaker, unfortunately, because it was a matter that you were the only one to preside, and because of some other intervening matters, we've not been able to take this motion, much as we kept prompting the majority leader to take steps to allow this to be done. Mr. Speaker, several times the motion appeared on the order paper, but we could not take it. Mr. Speaker, this is a matter that affects the livelihood of Ghanaians. Mr. Speaker, per the information we had, we have in excess of 15,000 Ghanaian youths affected by this directive, and they are still at home. In fact, the last time the employment minister was on the floor, he said that he had also received some petitions and he has caused some investigations to be done, and he will revert to us. But that does not stop the House from inquiring into the matter just for the sake of good governance. Mr. Speaker, these Ghanaian youths are sitting at home, their wives, their extended family, they themselves. It's been over a year that they are not getting any justice. So, Mr. Speaker, I would humbly plead with the leader of government business to endeavor to include the motion in this report. I raised this at the business committee, and of course I must be fair with him, to him. The understanding was that we would have to engage you so that you give us time to hear, since you are the only person who can sit or preside on this particular motion. So that, Mr. Speaker, you give your ruling for a body, a committee to be set up to investigate this matter, so that the people out there who have been affected by this directive will know that the representatives of the people, Parliament, cares about their interests, and we are always willing to take steps. It's getting to a year. We are in February. The directive came in March 2025. It's far too long. So, Mr. Speaker, that is my very humble prayer on this rising. Thank you so much, sir.
Honorable members, on this matter, I direct that as chairman of the business committee, not leader of government business, but as chairman of the business committee, you cause this matter to be relisted and scheduled for consideration of the House. This thing has gone on since the inception of the Fourth Republic. Anytime there's a change of government, we have people's appointment being terminated, in many cases unlawfully, and they are not even paid. I remember as minority leader in 2001, all the staff of national mobilization were dropped. Nothing was paid. Some directors were dismissed. Some even went to the High Court. Rulings were given. Government did not abide by the rulings. and the lawyers struggled and they could not enforce them. The same happened again in 2009, continued up to date. I mean, we can't keep on this way. We have to improve. So if Parliament has decided to give some guidance as to the way forward, I think it's a good motion that we should create the opportunity for Parliament to have a say. So please take this directive as urgent and make sure that this motion be relisted for the consideration of the House. With this, I just want to inform you that we have Majority Leader.
Yes, Mr. Speaker.
Time management.
Yes, Mr. Speaker.
Yes.
He hasn't given the full facts. The objection that was raised in this House was based on the fact that the matter was pending in court. That was the objection that was raised. And the first Deputy Speaker ruled that to the extent that somebody had gone to seek constitutional enforcement of the rights of those people, it won't be appropriate for us as a parliament to inquire into the matter. That was the objection. So, Mr. Speaker, these are the facts. These are the facts based on which the objection was taken. So, your deputy ruled based on those facts. So, if he wants us to relist it and debate it, we'll relist it, we'll debate it. You will consider debate in addition to the basis on which the first deputy, upheld my objection, and then you will take a decision. We have no problem. We're ready, except that when one of the parties has gone to court and the matter is in court, and then you say the Parliament should inquire into the same matter. And I said it will prejudice the outcome. And our rules are clear on that. So why don't we wait for them to litigate the matter in court and let us know the outcome? You're talking about some 200, 300. Who are they? Have you brought their list? When you file the motion, did you attach their names? Do you have specific people, specific organizations, and etc.? You just don't get up and then say things.
We ain't some who do cause what channel so. Mame and I was so Jim Red, as so bad, Eddie, don't be a dominion. You have a sample room, now, as some of my channels. Channel say, I'll see EG politics, Avenue.